Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, really? It's like 9 o'clock at night.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have my morning whiskey.
What you have is a morning problem.
How are you?
You know, I'm glad you asked, Ian. I appreciate it. I'm doing better. You know, I'm doing okay. Right. Mm-hmm. I have my mug of morning, as you say, but nighttime throat coat tea. This is where I am as a person now because of allergy season.
General decrepitness. Yes.
Right. Exactly. My slow descent into the grave as Earth reclaims me as one of her own. Right.
She just started with your sinuses.
Yep, exactly. Right. Yeah. To quote you, one of my favorite people to quote, plants are assholes. And,
yes. Plants are assholes. That's
allergy
correct.
Season has begun, you know? Yeah. Thankfully, I'm able to manage it with one non-drowsy pill a day from Costco and a little bit of Ricolas and throat coat tea. Yeah. Yeah. How are you?
I was going to say that non-drowsy pill from Costco is a hot dog.
Yes, it is. It's the hot dog and soda combo. That's actually the drowsy pill. That's the drowsy version. Yeah.
I am well. Got some projects going, staying busy.
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Et cetera. Stuff that more folks will hear about, right?
Correct. Yes. We will. Okay. Probably next show you will hear some more about that.
Nice.
Pinky
out like a frickin' boss. Yeah.
It looks as though you might have some things lined up for us this evening.
Ian, let me start by telling you what I don't have lined up. Okay.
All right.
I don't have a license plate game.
Nor do I.
I don't have an FMK cars.
Nor do I. We're really prepared tonight.
But we've got some fun stuff from folks. Okay.
Yeah.
Got some stuff to talk about.
Some new game that you have teased me.
Yes. And
we should tease it to the people right now so that way they stick around.
There you go.
Because there's a new game that we're going to play.
# retention. I think our buddy Aaron has given me an idea for a new game, and we'll get to it later, but I hang around for that for sure. Right?
Okay.
All right. So if you're just tuning in just now, if you've scrubbed the first 6 minutes of the podcast for no reason whatsoever, stick around for another time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ian, I do want to start out by saying I have received some gifts. Okay. I want to give
height. Just a generally happy demeanor.
Well, thank you. An amazing friend. There you go. See, you put it on me. I turned it back around on you. Yep. Yeah, because how does Ian like his compliment street? One way.
My favorite part about that was I said height and you just looked confused.
It doesn't occur to me, Ian. It doesn't occur to me that until I try to fit in a twin bed on some camping trip, and I'm like, fuck. Or somebody asks me to get something down at the grocery store for them. You know, it's not something I think about. Yeah. Or I hit cobwebs that other people just fucking sail right under. Right? Yeah. What? like a high voice? I have a high voice.
That's true as well.
I'm gifted with that.
Anyway, I'm sorry. You received some gifts. I'm really derailing us.
I received some gifts.
Not making good progress.
And we received a gift. We received a gift from our buddy Dana down in Florida.
Okay.
And I would like to present this gift to you now, Ian. Let me see if I can get this.
Now, it was being shipped from Florida, so presumably several federal laws were broken getting it to us.
Actually, I'm going to say that 0 to -1 laws were broken. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here. Oh, I have to start by sharing VLC with you. All right. Okay. A window VLC. Here we go. All right. Okay. And. All right. Yeah, we're ignoring you, Google Alert. Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you, Dana.
Hey, look at me.
Beep, beep, I'm a big boy.
Oh, I love that we've encouraged somebody to make a fool of themselves in public several thousand miles away from us.
Are they making the fools of themselves, or is or when you see the truck, Ian? I just, or is this person making a fool of themselves? Let me.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's a good assessment. I think we should probably explain to anyone who doesn't know. Wow. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. But for anybody who doesn't know, go ahead, explain.
I just saw the license plate. So we did a show a while back, and we were talking about the trucker convoy, the Freedom Convoy, that decided to really exercise freedom by stranding themselves on the Beltway
in Washington D.C. around
D.C. to try to slow traffic on the Beltway, which is like. I don't know.
The equivalent of freezing molasses.
Like spiking a Long Island iced tea. Like, it's already done. You can't make it worse.
That's really good. Okay.
Anyway, we were making fun of them and saying that they all said beep beep, I'm a big boy. That was how we imagined their internal monologue was beep beep, I'm a big boy. And so we promised stickers, I believe was the thing. We were promising stickers to anybody who sent us a video of them saying beep beep, I'm a big boy. We in no way encouraged anyone to be antagonistic about it, right?
Right. We said if you can't do it safely, right, don't do it, right?
Yeah, you don't have to do it in front of anybody. You could just free of context, beep beep, I'm a big boy.
You could do it in the middle of a grocery store parking lot where there isn't even another vehicle around.
Right. But Dana went the extra mile and did it in front of a beep beep, I'm a big boy. Big boy.
He did. I hope it. He said it to us on Wednesday last week. I opened it in show preparation, going through our Google Voice account like I always do, right? And fuck, I burst out laughing. I showed my wife. She thought it was hilarious, and thank you, Dana. Thank you.
Does the license plate say Bob 20 or BDB 20?
It says BDB 20. Yep.
BDB.
Yep. So Ian, describe this truck that Dana showed us real quick when he said.
I mean, I know what the license plate means, and Dana had it exactly right. He said, "Beep beep, I'm a big boy, big damn boy on 20s."
Correct. But describe this truck for the audio podcast.
This is a Ford F-250?
250, 350, something. I don't know.
Super Duty.
Yeah.
Super Duty. But, like, I don't even know. How do you describe this style wheel?
Like, really chromed out dub wheels. Like, super deep dish, right?
Yeah. Super deep dish.
Something
very
more
low
akin
profile.
to like a donk. Yeah.
Yeah, very stretched, but like way undersized sort of thing.
Yes.
Like these are probably what, 24s maybe?
Yeah.
20s?
Probably 20s, 24s. Yeah.
Somewhere in there?
I'd say 20s. Like looking at the size of like the license plate and the tailgate, the tail lights, stuff like that, maybe 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
20-inch.
It's hard to tell if there's been a suspension drop or if it's just the wheel size that's off. I think that's just what it is, right?
I think it's been lifted. I do think it's been lifted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I think there's hold on, I'm sorry. Can you go to the left rear hub there? Is there like a mile of wheel spacer?
They're very
Is that what we're seeing?
There very well could be like a solid foot of wheel spacers here.
It kind of looks like it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Super safe, everybody.
Big damn boy on 20s.
Yep. Or beep da beep 20. With an exhaust that you could fit your head into. right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like, you know, a foot up from that, it's only a 3 or 4 inch pipe. So sure.
Yeah.
But
what a lot of people don't know is that this is actually what the official transportation of the governor of Florida. This is just what they just stow him in the bed there.
In the non-body colored, beneath the non-body colored tonneau there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole effect, I think the whole effect people may be losing if they're only listening on audio, is that it looks very odd because it's like if I was walking down the street and I was wearing size 2 shoes. Right.
Right.
And I was taking like the congressman bathroom wide stance. Right.
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 I mean, it looks like someone put like Hulk Hogan's body on your legs.
Right.
Is what it looks like.
Right. Right.
Ungainly is the word.
Yeah. 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 It looks very odd. It must drive like a nightmare.
Oh, definitely.
They must get pinch flats all the time.
Yeah, because the tires are also very stretched.
Yes, they are.
Like they're way undersized for the rims, which
Yes.
is really interesting.
Yeah, this is a whole thing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, beep beep. I'm a big boy.
I also love that there's a tow hitch on it.
Yeah. This is a little Kenny Powers-ish, I have to say.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Florida, like you picture a couple jet skis on the back of it, right?
100%.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
The haircut just comes when you put these wheels on.
Yeah.
The mullet just happens.
I'm not going to say my favorite Kenny Powers quote right now. It's just straight up not appropriate even for this show.
Wow.
I'll tell you after.
Here, you write it in the talkabouts and I'll react to it.
It's when he's boogie boarding and he says...
Yes. Yes. It's the same one that I thought of as well.
There we go. That's going to be great for everybody watching. Apologies for us doing an inside joke on the show. Okay, but anyway, Dana, God. For the love of God, that made my night, man.
Yes. Well done.
Beep, so thank you. So,
yeah.
And Ian, I don't want to spoil anything, but we may have received another beep beep, I'm a big boy, and we'll save it for another show.
Okay.
All
right. I love it. I love the B I A B's. Rolls right off the tongue. I did that to save time. Because beep beep I'm a big boy is just way too long, so I shortened it.
Right. To a very pronounceable acronym.
Mm-hmm. B-I-A-B.
Yes. Yes. Perfect, Ian. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, Dana, for gifting Ian and I and everyone else listening. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Again, to sum it up, should you feel like shouting, beep, beep, I'm a big boy, and hand motions if possible, right? Sometimes you're holding the phone and you can't get a hand in frame. Totally acceptable, right? Extra points to Dana for wearing a mask, right? Mm-hmm. And in doing it in an AutoZone parking lot, because that's where we all end up every weekend anyway, right?
Yes, that was going to be my next question was, what was this person buying at AutoZone?
Right? Yeah,
what do we think?
Like a crazy chrome, like license plate frame, like the snakes or the lady silhouettes or whatever.
The lady silhouettes.
Right.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, I'm a big boy.
Yes. Thank you, Dana. So, yes. So, let's see. I have more gifts, Ian. Okay. Speaking of Florida, our good buddy Donnie, right?
Donald. Let's call him Donald. From now on.
I don't think he wants us to do that.
I don't think he does either.
Dr. Florida Man, from Fail Incorporated Motorsports, sent us some stickers, right?
Oh, great.
Look at these, like fancy Florida style, right?
Those are great. Yeah,
How
very
cool
Miami Vice-y.
Yeah, right? It says, our name is our promise, right? Fail Incorporated.
Nice.
He sent also, Ian, He sent taffy. He sent Florida saltwater taffy.
I love it.
And he sent me 3 boxes of this.
Is it good?
Ian, it's some of the best taffy I've ever had.
Really?
I'm going to have a piece right now.
I have a point of order here. Because I have bought you taffy from a very wide range of places that of like
taffy
sketchy
establishments.
Sketchy places.
Yeah.
Right? Like usually sketchy places.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or
That's
just
like
straight up like touristy stuff. I have never ever given you saltwater taffy and you have said anything other than this is some of the best taffy I've ever had. So I firmly believe that the best taffy you've had is the last taffy you've had.
Right. I'm like I have no long-term taffy memory.
None. It's just whatever taffy you had last is the taffy that's still in your brain.
I appreciate that. Maybe I just love taffy.
I feel like we need like a taffy Pepsi challenge to see if you can actually identify taffy from different places.
Right. Like a sommelier, but for taffy.
I'm getting notes of t-shirt shop.
Was this made near a boardwalk where someone's childhood was getting ruined? Oh, I get
hints of skee ball, and yes, one note of lost virginity. Yes, there it is.
I'm getting parents fighting. Lost virginity. Yep. Yeah. So thank you, Donnie. Yes, I have a quote from Donnie because it was very nice to receive taffy.
He's nothing if not quotable.
I very, very much appreciate the taffy, Donnie, and I would like to read his quote mainly because he said, "You can quote me." But basically, like we've all been going through some rough shit. Waves arms wildly at the entire world, right? Because stuff is awful and it still continues to be awful. But
definitely.
I said, thanks for the taffy, blah, blah, blah. He said, fuck, man, it's not a problem. Since the world's cursed or some shit, the best thing we can do is find those 7 to 10 people that make us giggle and best convey our appreciation for being a small light in this gloomy ass hellscape that we're all riding through on an out of control roller coaster. And yes, you may quote me. So thank you, Donnie.
That's uncharacteristically sweet of Donnie.
Donnie's a sweet guy. Yeah.
Well, he plays a mean guy on the internet sometimes.
I think you're right. So yes. So thank you for the taffy, Donnie. We very much appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, Ian, I got more gifts.
Wow.
Yeah. Our buddy Jared sent us Stick Attack stickers for his band.
Oh yes, this is the new punk band out of Kansas City. So if you're into punk music, definitely check out Stick Attack.
Yes,
they're pretty rad, actually.
They're awesome. Yeah, right. Yeah. So thank you, Jared. Jared sent us a picture of Apex Adjacent sticker on a water bottle out there. So that's another thing. Yes. So if you have Apex Adjacent stickers and you put them on things, send us a picture of the thing you put them on. And we'll put them on the show. So thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of just want to pull up that beep beep truck again. Maybe that's maybe that's just the show is us looking at this truck.
I had a thought for a second that we should make beep beep I'm a big boy stickers, but then I would be worried that people would put them on trucks.
Yeah.
That they didn't own.
Yeah.
Which you should not do. You should not. No. You should definitely not. Observe someone coal rolling and then go print up stickers that say beep beep I'm a big boy and then place those stickers on that truck. That would be the wrong thing to do.
Right. Exactly.
You should not do that.
In fact, you also you should not listen to 2 dorky guys do an automotive podcast for 6.5 some odd years, right? Have them print up the stickers, right? and then like mail those stickers out across the world, you know, to
how dare you,
right.
listener that we've made up. How dare you?
Exactly.
Honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Jared. And then I have one more gift, Ian. I have one more gift. My brother-in-law.
Christmas.
I know, right? My brother-in-law. I have to turn off. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, and I have to turn off my background blur. So let me change this. Okay. So my brother-in-law, Alex, is an artist. He's great with painting, right?
Okay.
Paints mainly nature and stuff like that. Just cranks out some great stuff, some city stuff, you know, a lot of nature stuff. Ian, he painted the nugget for me.
What?
Yeah, look at that. He painted the Abarth.
That's amazing.
Right? Like, look at this. He even got the silver of the intercooler behind the grill.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's so cool.
It's an adorable car, and it's even more adorable in painted fashion.
Well, and the nice thing is that you know the artist, so you can, every time you modify the car, you can go back to him and demand that he reflect your mods.
You can touch it up. Yeah.
I need hood vents now.
But look at the shading he got of its little nose.
It looks great.
Right?
That's really, really good.
Yeah, he was like, man, like he's like, I can see why like I've never painted a car before. It's like it's really hard. I was like, it looks like you painted like 50 cars. Like,
can I have a weird thing that I'm fixating on in this?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So tilt it down just a skosh.
Yeah, because you're getting a little glare. Yeah.
Yeah. The panel gap between the headlight and the wheel well is just fucking spot on.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
The panel gaps are what's, I think, just perfect.
Yeah.
Because it would be easy to make it look like a better car than like a better made car than it. But you know, you can see a panel gap on a Fiat from a while away.
Right.
It's exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. How great is that?
That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I love it.
So thank you, Alex. Yes.
Where are you going to put it in the garage?
Oh no, it's going up in the office. Yeah, it's
nice.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going right back here somewhere. Yeah.
Very cool.
Everybody on my work Teams calls will be seeing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you, Alex. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So very, very fortunate, very thankful for everyone that sent us gifts and beep beep on Big Boy videos, and we really appreciate you, everyone.
Yeah.
Right. That's the takeaway here.
I have something that I didn't put in the talk abouts, but
okay.
I had an interaction and I did a car thing.
Did you really?
So friend of the show, David Obachowski.
Yes.
And we have similarly aged children. And so we have been texting and we were like, we should get these children together because we live a mile apart from each other or whatever.
Right.
And so we went over to their house and the children played, and it was let's get the children together. Right. And then we get to hang out and talk as adults. It was basically like a mutual babysitting.
Yes.
Or your kids babysit each other and then you get to talk like a human.
Right.
But I got to drive his car.
No way.
Yeah, I got to drive the Peugeot, just kind of like around the block or whatever.
Sure.
And I basically spent the entire time I was driving it just telling him how much shit he was going to get from you for letting me drive his car.
Hang on, I'll text him now.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
You what?
Yeah. No, it was great though. It's so like, it's exactly what you think a French car from the late 80s would be.
Right. Right.
Just 100%.
The interior is perfect.
And it has like just a perfect smell.
Yes. Yep.
Where like it smells like the cars that I remember from that era, but more elegant. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
More elegant, cheap plastic. I don't know how to put it, but yeah.
How about like just how smoothly it revs? Because it's like, it's surreal, right?
Well, and that's what I was really, the thing that it took me a while to get used to it. Because first of all, like the catch point on the clutch is like at the top of the pedal.
Right.
And it's like a really weird feel. But also like it takes to rev match, you have to like really boot it. And so it behaves, and like you said, like it comes on very smooth.
Right? Yeah.
But sort of almost lazy. Like
everything is lightweight.
Well, no. I mean, I think it feel like you have to like give it a lot of pedal travel to get the revs up.
Really?
When you're downshifting. Okay. So you have to kind of give it a lot of stab to get the revs up. So it's like it's only a 1.9 liter 4-cylinder, but it behaves like a big lazy V8.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's really bizarre.
It is, right?
Feel.
You would not park that as like a small 4-cylinder just by driving it. Like if you only like took in the feel, right? By sound you'd get it, but like if you only took in the feel, right?
Yeah.
Totally different car. Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a really strange but like very cool experience. Like it's a really cool car. Super cool.
Yeah. I just drove it around in a parking lot a little bit.
I mean, that's basically what I just went like around the block.
Yeah. But like the acceleration in first gear, like it feels like the flywheel super light. It feels like it feels like it doesn't have like inertia on acceleration because it just takes care of it so efficiently. It just does it with ease. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but it is like a weird combination of being lazy off, when it's not loaded, when you're just revving it, like it takes a lot of pedal travel, but you're right, like it really just effortlessly moves you along.
Right.
But the red line's at 7,000. It's a really weird sort of like mix of things.
Yeah.
But
that's awesome. Anyway, I'm really glad you got to drive it. I'm not upset at all. Don't look at my eye twitching. No, that's fantastic. I'm so glad because that car is really an experience. And David's an awesome guy. Hanging out with him and his family is so great. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. It was very cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So we like last minute realized neither of us had anything to do over Memorial Day weekend.
Sweet.
We're like, let's get the kids together.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Nice, man. That car is an experience. I'm really glad you got to experience it.
Yeah. It was my first time seeing it in person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It looks pretty boss, right?
It looks very cool. I mean, it's very like, it just stands out.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything on the road.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Right.
So I would say pictures do not do it justice for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But the also, I don't know if we talked about this on the show when we had him on, but like the seats are like lazy boys.
Yeah. Right.
They're so comfy and like,
right.
I mean, they're literally like my grandfather's lazy boy, they should have a big handle on the side.
right. A big wooden handle. I would consider them like road trip dangerous because they're too comfortable. Right?
So comfy.
Right.
They're amazing. And they're like kind of supportive still, like they have bolstering in the right spots and everything, but they're so like squishy and soft. Yeah. Like I just wanted to curl up.
Yeah. My whole thing about that car is that it is completely based on feel, right?
Yeah.
It like that the feeling of that Peugeot cannot be replicated because like everything, like how tactile the interior is, the feeling under acceleration and like you said, under deceleration and downshifting and stuff like that. And then mechanically, because it's a clusterfuck to work on.
I bet.
There's no room. So you literally have to feel at, like, you can get eyes on like maybe a third of what you need to under that car. Wow. So you have to feel like it is a car based on feeling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He had to get his son to put some bumper bolts back in, some nuts back on, because his son's hands were small and could get in there easier, and he had an easier time feeling it. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But that car is, and go figure, the French car. It's all about like this tactile touch experience, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This car is your mistress, right?
Right.
It's, yeah. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Right.
And I have started smoking since I've driven it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you going to be beret bro? Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of hat bro?
I mean, I'm already baguette bro, so I might as well just lean into it.
Dude, hey, if you're living right, you're baguette bro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. What else we got? I have some garage updates. Our buddy Jared sent us a My Eyes. I think we have a My Eyes from our buddy Eric. This is fun. Okay, here, let's get my garage stuff out of the way. Ian, I did a little rear seat delete thing on the Abarth because it had like exposed metal from where I took out the back seats, right? So here, let me share that, right? And
by the way, I was going to ask you, could you babysit my children? You're going to have to pick them up and put them in the Abarth. Oh, never mind.
Exactly, right? This is the automotive equivalent of getting a vasectomy, right? Because you had the equipment before. Yep. It's not like buying a coupe.
Well, technically, the equipment still exists.
Right, yeah.
You could still technically get some kids out of this.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm just choosing not to.
You could get some kids out of that and into this if you needed to.
Yes, definitely if I needed to. Yeah.
But both have been modified.
To make it very inconvenient should you make that choice. So it can't be made accidentally for you.
Correct, yes.
What I'm saying is men need to get back vasectomies.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But anyway, I did a rear seat delete on my Fiat. Yeah. So
we just insist on talking about vasectomies on this show is what happens.
Yeah, just nothing but balls. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So where the pee is stored. I don't know if you know that. Little known fact.
But yeah, so I've had the rear seats out for a little bit, and they sell rear seat delete kits for like $275, right?
Okay.
And they're great. Like they have like the factory matched carpet and all that stuff. Am I going to do that, Ian?
No. What did you do? Tinfoil? Aluminum foil? Wait, the cat doesn't pee on the couch.
Right. I did a 6x9 area rug from Costco for $15.
Okay.
And some acoustic padding left over from when we had a blanket fort. Okay. Right? And I basically like did a little cushion back there.
Oh, that looks great.
Thank you. It's just kind of tucked into the area. It's not going to fly around.
Did you notice a difference in sound at all?
It's a tiny, tiny bit quieter. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you hear the fuel pump before?
I don't know. No, I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like mine, I can hear sometimes. Right. If I have both my seats down and stuff and nothing else, I can sometimes hear it. Okay.
Okay.
But nice. Yeah, interesting. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the amount of gas that my car pumps forward versus what your car pumps forward is probably a little different.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is just sipping an espresso. Yours has a nice full mug of coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beer stein.
Yeah. There you go.
An espresso. Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I did a garage thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks great.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So I saved, $260, which I'm going to spend on sticky autocross tires.
And you got some more sound deadening out of it probably than you would have.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So
Yeah, nice work.
thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, let's see. Our buddy Eric in Illinois sent us this. It is a electric semi truck.
Oh yeah,
Called the Nikola. You know about this?
Yeah, I've read about these. These are really cool.
So it was testing near his work.
Very cool.
Yeah. What do you know about them?
Not much. I just know that they're in testing now, and that they're supposed to be. I mean, I think they have some big contracts already.
Okay.
But yeah, they're supposed to. I don't remember how much range they're supposed to have. It's been a while since I've read about them, honestly.
I think they would.
Let me see if I can find.
They have the battery, and then they're working on a fuel cell electric vehicle as well. A fuel cell EV. So that's the hydrogen, right?
Oh, they're already started delivering them.
Okay.
So, yeah, late last year, they started delivery in California. I'm trying to find... Control F, range. 350 miles.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I don't know if that's loaded or not, but that's... Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, this right here, I mean, like a regional...
Mm-hmm.
A regional truck, heavy load truck is the dream, right? Like if you can do that electrified, that's the way to do it. The thing that I wonder about with this, and I'm sure there's people who much smarter than us who have like thought about this already, but the thing that comes to mind is the ownership model, and like the business model for trucking is really specific, and I wonder if that's going to get rethought with electrification, where because the kind of the ideal situation is you would have a huge battery, and charging wouldn't be that important,
right?
Because you'd just be on a route or whatever. Like even if it's a long route, you could go one way,
right,
with the truck, and then pick up another identical one,
right,
to go back.
Right. Exactly.
Right. That would be probably the dream. But I think the way that most like privateers anyway they own the cab, they own the truck.
Right.
And then they contract for the load or whatever, the trailer.
Right.
So I wonder if that's going to change with electrification, or how that's going to work.
Right. Like if you owned this electric truck, would you only be the one that could book those like local jobs? Right.
Yeah.
Versus if it was more of like a utility piece of the trucking kind of network. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even like, I mean, I wonder if, we've, the promise of like battery pack swaps has been
true. Dangled
kind of bubbling
forever.
But you would think in something like this is kind of the ideal thing for that, right?
Right. Because you have like tons of space, right?
Yeah. It's a huge frame.
Yeah.
It's a huge frame rail, and you just put a battery pack, right? I mean, that's what this is.
Right.
So, I wonder if that's going to be the thing where you own the chassis, and the trucking company owns the battery pack and the trailer or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the economics of it seems like would need to change at some point.
Right.
To accommodate this.
Yeah.
I mean, it might even make sense to start integrating just the batteries into the trailers and just having these be useless without a trailer.
Right.
Or only have like 50 miles of range without a trailer, sort of that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
And then you think about like the loading and unloading time, right? Is that battery swap time? Is that charging time? Like, right? Because part of the whole thing is you have to sit in one place for like sometimes, well over an hour, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the other thing that has been being sort of like promised for a long time is like a potential solution for electrification has been wireless charging. You know?
Right.
So making trucking bays essentially huge wireless charging pads would be kind of a cool thing too. But I mean, that's probably absurdly expensive. I mean, how many truck bays are there in the U.S.?
Right. Exactly. Like
truck docks. There's so many.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, Anchor can put out some stuff at a good price point.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, thanks for sending that in, Eric. That's really cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Right?
Good spot.
You want to know something fun, Ian?
I would love to know something fun, Dave.
Or maybe like I'm going to mention a car, right? And fun is going to come to mind. You're going to think that it fits with fun. Okay? Mercury. Stay with me.
There's like one word, maybe two, that you can say next, and I'm going to be with you, and otherwise I'm going to be like, what sort of sick shit are you into? Go ahead.
We'll take a guess. I'll give you a green or yellow on the wordle.
Okay, do you want me to take a guess?
Yeah, Mercury.
Marauder.
Well, yellow, but I mean, in that it's a Mercury.
Comet.
No.
What are you talking about?
Mercury Capri. Remember the Mercury Capri?
Oh, yeah. The like weird coupe thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? There we go.
Okay.
This little guy here, right?
Okay, which generation of the Mercury Capri?
Well, let me show you, because our buddy Tara snapped one going down the road the other day, and it's a whole thing.
I haven't thought about the Mercury Capri.
See? Right? Yeah. Here you go.
The Ian. 90s version with temp tags. Yes.
And Ian, yeah, go ahead. Unpack and narrate everything you're taking.
I was just going to say, everything about this situation just screams bad decision making, and I love it.
Right.
Like the best sort of bad decision making. I mean, the wing.
What about the wing?
It's horrendous. Oh, it's a snowboard.
Yes, it's a snowboard. They drilled a snowboard onto the back of their car.
It's a snowboard.
Turned upside down.
Dear Lord. It's a snowboard, the rattle can paint job, those wheels, and tire situation.
I'm guessing spacers. I don't know, but they're sticking out. And
I'm guessing they're just too big for the car.
Yeah.
And the temp tag.
Right. Yep.
Amazing.
By my clock, this person has 2 weeks to get their standard tag. Are they going to do it?
I don't know. Is this their first temp tag on this car?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Right?
Oh, man.
Right?
That's amazing.
When was the last time you thought about a Mercury Capri?
I mean, I don't know. 20 years? I don't know.
Yeah, and if you had this car, like, if this was yours, you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're having a good time.
The Capri is such a weird thing, too, because it started life as like a... as you know, yeah, like in the 70s, it was like a weird little like gas guzzler,
like a sports car, right?
Sort of, yeah. It was something to get around the fuel crisis, you know. It was like a response to the fuel crisis sort of thing, right? And then, it was only in Europe. Maybe that's why I know about it.
Well,
maybe Top Gear had it or something.
Right.
But then it was a Mustang rebadge.
Yes.
At some point.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Was it the Mustang 2?
Yep.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Mustang 2. Yeah. Interesting.
Right.
And then eventually but the 90s one, was that like a Lotus thingy?
So this is an 84 Capri right here. Oh,
right. But the 90s version that we got sent.
Let's find out what Wikipedia says. Let's see here. Two-door
the third
Roadster,
gen.
Right. Produced by Ford of Australia.
Related to the Mazda 323.
There you go.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, counterpart.
Yeah. Oh, and it was Ford a Mazda engine.
Yep.
Right, because that was when Ford and Mazda.
Yeah, were buddies. Yep.
So weird.
Right? Capri XR2.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have a snowboard on the back of it.
No.
Not a fan of that.
It's a really interesting little car.
It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Tara, for sending us the snowboard Capri.
God, Ford really had no idea what to do with Mercury for like the longest time. Huh?
They had no clue, right? Right?
Yeah. It's so crazy that Mercury just kind of kept going.
I know, right? It was another version of a Ford, right?
But also it's just sometimes like just another version of Ford from Europe or
right,
or Mazda or whatever. Like, what was the point of it?
Right. Like you see what Chevy did with Holden, right? And the SS, right? It's like, okay, so you've got a V8 coupe. You need, like Taurus is coming at us with the SHO, right? Like Ford's coming at us with the SHO. Like, okay, so Chevy's like, we want something that has 4 doors. That's not a Camaro, right? Not a Corvette, right? But not an SUV. So, okay, so like the SS, like on the Holden platform fits, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, they should have done it 20 years before that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
But like Ford and Mercury, yeah,
it's a bizarre thing. I still don't really completely understand, like the GM hierarchy. I could get even back with Oldsmobile and all that. Like,
right.
Understand it. The Ford hierarchy has always been bizarre to me.
Right.
Especially when we had like Mercury and stuff involved. It was very strange. But anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still 100% on board with what you said in that like Ford for their electric line should have just resurrected Mercury. And had that.
It sounds sciencey.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Tara. Let's see. Oh, Ian, this is after I show this picture, then we'll get to the game. But I have a new segment. Okay, very short.
New segment.
Very short. It's called "How Not to Drive."
Good.
Jared submitted the first one to how not. He didn't know he was submitting it to drive. Okay, don't drive like this. Don't drive like this person. Ian.
Oh, wow.
Take it in. Tell the people what you're seeing. Walk
this is, as the kids say, a vibe.
Yeah. White Honda CRV. Yeah.
This guy is a fucking cartoon character. All right. Yeah. So, and the cartoon character's on the back of the CRV. So it's a Honda CRV. Uh-huh. What year is this? Early 2000s?
Yeah. This is like the second gen, maybe. Yeah. Maybe first.
Mid-2000s?
I don't know.
No,
yeah.
It's not a first. Definitely not a first gen.
Okay. Like second gen. Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere in there. Okay. An older CRV. But the gentleman who is driving is reclined to a degree that is, I mean, to a literal degree that is dangerous, and a metaphorical degree that is just bizarre, right? Like just wow.
So far back, he's
so far back that he has his left foot resting on the side view mirror outside the car, windows down. Yeah. And his left arm is hooked around the B pillar because the back window is open and the front window is open. So he's got his arm hooked around the B pillar.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's hugging his car. You know,
I really like watching rally onboard videos.
Yeah.
I've never once seen a rally driver in this driving position.
Right. Yeah. If the airbag went off, it would hit him square in the nuts.
I mean, we were advocating for vasectomies earlier.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is a a self-selection,
right? The
Darwin
problem fixing
type.
It itself.
Yes. This is what so by all means, sir, carry on.
And we haven't even gotten to the Joe Camel tire cover.
We have not. That is
Right?
That is a bold choice in the year of our Lord 2022.
Right. Yeah.
It's a really bizarre, and it's also a very bizarre thing to put on the back of your CRV because it's a tire cover that shows Joe Camel in a Jeep Wrangler. It just is. It's a Jeep Wrangler. And so you're just kind of reminding everybody how uncool your vehicle choice really was.
Right.
In pretty dramatic fashion is what you're doing.
Right. I think we can all agree that you are definitively cooler than I am, Ian. Okay?
I don't know about that. But I will say that this person is way overcompensating for their extremely uncool vehicle choice. I think that's what's happening here.
True. But also, like, it'd be like me carrying around a picture of you. Like, snappily dressed, standing in front of a Ferrari FF, right? Yeah. Like, no, I'm not this cool.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but this is ridiculous. Don't do this. This is not safe.
How about this?
On so many levels, it's unsafe.
Our buddy David Obachowski. He is one of the coolest cats I've ever met. Right?
For sure.
It's like us wearing a T-shirt of David Obachowski, right? Yes. Like holding his incredibly handsome cat, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a reminder that we're not that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. This is the vehicle I would have bought if I was as cool as Joe Camel.
Right. Yeah. So that's how not to drive, Ian.
Wow.
How not to drive. I kind of stole the premise from that comedian Howard Kramer on the Who Charted podcast. He had a little bit he do like just called how not to act or how to act, like where he just pick apart people's like shitty social behavior. But yeah.
No, this goes in the pantheon with the the woman with the Italian restaurant salad bowl.
Yes. The salad bowl that's supposed to be for decoration.
Yes.
Right? Or giant buffets, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. How not
Dave,
to
you told me we were going to play a game.
Yes. Ian, we're going to play a game. Okay. All right. Let me do some tabby cat cleanup here. We're going to play a game. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. I'm a big boy.
Electric Tuck. Capri. How not to drive. Jared's water bottle. Okay. Ian. All right. So here's the premise of this game. All right. Our listener... we only have one. No, our listeners send us a Craigslist link to a car. Okay. Then, based on some information in that link, right, we each do our own Craigslist searches. Okay. And we have to figure out, so our buddy Aaron sent us a Craigslist link. Okay. Because he's enabling us and he's sent us Phaetons and all that stuff, right? So thank you, Aaron. So I issued you a challenge, Ian, earlier today. What did I issue you? I said, let
me read verbatim.
Okay.
You said, can I issue you a pre-show challenge? Find the coolest car you can on Craigslist for $6,400 or less.
Right.
And I assumed that you meant Denver's Craigslist. So that is what I did.
Yep. And I as well. Yep. Okay. So basically, you're going to present your car that you found for $6,400 or less. Okay. I'm going to show you the one Aaron sent us, and then I'm going to decide if I like your car. Arbiter? Well, because then we're going to go the other way. Right? Okay. I'll decide if I like yours or Aaron's better. And then I'll show you the one I found on Craigslist for $6,400 or less. And you're going to tell me if you like mine or Aaron's. Okay.
Right. So now is the time, listeners, if you're listening with more than one person, you should bet each other on whether Dave and I picked the same car independently.
Right. Yeah, right. That's your side bet parlay. Right?
That's called a whoopsie poopsie.
Yep. Because maybe we've stumbled upon the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance that you also picked this car.
Okay, and we both.
I think you're gonna find it very cool.
Okay. We
you want me to go? Am I going first, or is Aaron going first?
Yes. So How about we show the car Aaron sent?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh God, Ian, let me pull it up.
Pull it up.
I should have put it
pull
in.
It up.
I should have.
Pull it up. Don't pull it out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, Aaron. Okay, copying it.
Mm-hmm. Copy. That's Control C.
I'm going to airdrop.
Control V.
I'm airdropping this link. Okay. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Here's the link from Aaron. Okay. Ian, I present to you a 1991 Honda CRX SI super rare find, $6,400 in Milwaukee. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. That looks very clean.
You want to read the description?
Yeah. So it lived in Kansas City. No mods except for window tint and a CD player, which is adorable. 151,000 original miles. Interior's clean. Bondo and paint. Wonder what that's about. Shift smooth. Title is clean. Service records since 2010. Mm-hmm. It could use a new set of tires and new battery. AC doesn't work. Asking $6,400. Serious buyers only, please.
Right? Yeah. Look at the interior, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I will say it still feels odd that these, like $6,400 still feels like a lot of money for these, right?
Yeah. To me, it feels like a $2,500 car, right?
For sure. Like if they should perpetually be $2,500.
Yes. Right.
But that is not the world we live in.
It is not. It is not. Look, it's got the cargo cover even.
It's in good shape. I'm sure
it is.
I'm sure it drives exactly like a 30-year-old Honda with 150,000 miles on it.
So like perfectly, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it drives great.
Right.
It does look good. It really does.
Right?
There's some like surface rust on bolts and stuff you would expect, but headlights look pretty good.
Yeah.
Interior doesn't look bad.
Right.
Original wheels, which is amazing.
Yeah. I think the cool. Bondo and paint was just to smooth out like door dings, maybe some light hail.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool car.
Pretty cool car, right?
I'm going to say I'm feeling confident.
You're feeling confident that I'm going to pick your car over this.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go to tape. Let's see what Ian picked. We both used URL shorteners in our thing, so we can't
to obfuscate.
Yep.
I got it on the right first time.
Okay.
Obfuscate.
Yep. Here we go. Here's Ian's car. It is a 1961 Econoline van for $5,500.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Kansas. Okay, 3.5 hours east of here.
It's fine. 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree.
Yeah. Okay.
Some pretty boss wheels.
Yeah,
and
it looks
just
amazing.
The most adorable little face.
It is.
And
Look at
no
that
pictures
thing.
of the interior.
Nope.
But I love these things. I think they're super cool. It's like the cab over thing. They're just super cool with like the, I don't know, what's the shape of the headlights there? So they're like round headlights, but there's like the grill is integrated into the headlight.
Right.
2 grills. So cool.
Ian.
Oh no. Here we go.
I gotta tell you, man. I think I'm picking your car over Aaron's. Okay?
See?
Okay?
See? That's what I'm saying.
But here's why. It's not because I think the Econoline van is better or the Civic isn't great. Mm-hmm. I think for what I would want to use that Civic for, right?
Yeah.
Like frame that Civic, like how it would fit with my daily life. That would be kind of more similar to how a portion of how I'm using the Abarth now, right? Like it's my little Aaron nugget, right? The Civic would be the same way, but I think the Econoline van would be an adorable Aaron nugget.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Because I know you're agreeing with me.
Uh-huh.
And this is I'm maybe going to be arguing against my own interests here.
Okay.
But that was not the brief, right? It wasn't how does it best fit into Dave's life as an appropriate vehicle. It's which one was cooler.
And maybe I misspoke. I think it's which one would you rather have?
Okay.
Which one would you rather have, right?
Okay.
Yeah, well, this is new, people. We're still figuring this out, right? Yeah. Would you rather, right?
Yeah, would you rather? Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I still stick with this.
Yeah. I think the Econoline van, and for that reason, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good. All right. Interesting.
Okay.
I'm very curious to see what you've come up with because
Now-
I had several tabs open and I picked this one and I was like, ooh, I wonder if Dave saw this.
Could be a potential flaw in the game, but
Yes.
but I yeah. Okay. All right. So.
All right. So 1991 Honda CRX SI is the bogey here.
Yep.
Dave, you picked a.
Let me open a new tab and paste in the link, and here it is.
No.
The same car. Go figure, two freaking nut jobs that have their psychic link up and running. Right?
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah, since 2014 or so, we picked the same car.
The same car.
Yep.
Yeah. Like an O. Henry story.
Yep. So what would you rather have, Ian?
The Civic. No, I'd rather have this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's fantastic.
right. So I think, okay. So if somebody wants to submit a car to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
You find it on Craigslist, right?
Yeah.
And then I think within, say, a price parameter, right? We could find the same car. If you want to mix it up a little bit, we could say like you could give us a little bit of like a leeway. Like, do you want us to see if we can find the same, like something that we compete like with price or like a 5-year window?
Yeah. Let's say give us one advanced search option that your car would show up in, right? So this could be, like the 91 Civic Si could be manuals.
Right.
You're just searching Craigslist for any manual car.
Okay.
You could do manual and a price range, whatever.
Okay. Yes.
You could do like before a certain year. You could do number of passengers, right? Like
with a salvage title.
See? Yes. Now we're talking. So maybe a price range and just one advanced search option.
Yes.
And if you want, you can give us a link shortener. And we'll open it on the show. But if you Rickroll us, probably send you a sticker. But please don't do that.
Oh God. Oh man, I love doing the show with you, buddy. Yeah. Yes. So yeah.
You too.
And that's the thing, right? If you send us the link in a URL shortener, we'll have no idea what we're getting into, right? Because it was a little spoiled for me because I was trying to find a car that I thought I might want more than a Civic, or a CRX, right? Not to say a CRX isn't great. I think that is a cool ass car, right?
Definitely. Especially in that condition.
Yeah.
It was hard to find something that was cooler
Right.
than that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So send us a link. Like you said, give us a little bit of parameters. We'll open it for the first time on the show. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to point out to the listeners, I want to appreciate a moment of appreciation for how cool you played that.
Thank you.
No, I mean, because obviously you do that. You had the same car. You weren't
did.
going to be surprised by it. But yeah, you played that pretty close to the best.
Thank you. My pop
Good
poker
work.
face. Yep. My Lady Gaga pop poker face.
Let it gaga.
Yeah. Rah rah rah. No, that's Bad Romance. That's what that one was.
Whatever, we can mix those up. That's fine. That's fine. Nobody cares about that.
Is that it? Did we do a car show tonight?
We did a car show. It was a bit of a hodgepodge of a thing, but we did a car show.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
people enjoy this. Well, we always say if people enjoy this.
Right.
Why?
Right. They
Why
wouldn't-
why even insult people with false modesty? Of course they enjoyed this.
Yeah.
What else would you do? So what should they do?
Texas Weird Vanity Plates to 720-515-1391. Go out in public and yell beep beep, I'm a big boy, like a maniac, and film it and send it to us. Absolutely do not antagonize anybody, and if you do, it certainly has no place on this show. But yeah, and people that listen to us wouldn't do that anyway. So do that. Find something on your Craigslist and send it to us, and we'll play it. And I wonder if we can if you back it up with a screenshot just in case, right? Because I'm worried about stuff dropping off of Craigslist, right? Yeah, because So, but anyway, yeah. We'll see. But yes, send us something on Craigslist. We'll do our Judge Dave, Judge Ian decision making. If the other person found something that they would want more, right? Yeah.
If you want to put it in a screenshot, maybe zip it.
There you
zip
go.
the file.
Yeah.
Or just name it something weird, and we'll download the thing on the show. So
I'm 1,000% getting sent a virus.
Definitely. This is. If anyone wanted to fish Dave, you were going to spearfish Dave.
For my Google password.
Now is the time.
Taffy Boy 123. Oh shit! We can never release this episode.
Yeah.
So those are the things people should do. Yeah, and keep taking care of themselves. Keep taking care of each other. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm exhausted. We love you. You tolerate us. Goodbye.